Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Daggerfall in Unity. It sure has been a while and I do apologize for that. I did actually leave a comment on a last video explaining that it would be approximately 2 weeks before I uploaded something again. The reason for that is that recently I was doing a little bit of traveling, so I just haven't had a chance to get on my computer and record anything. So yeah, I do really apologize that I haven't been able to post anything in quite some time. I hope you're all still around and here. But for those of you that are, welcome back. I'm very glad to be back playing Daggerfall. Now, last time, I had to sort of go back and check what we were doing because it's been so long, but we just finished a long quest for Queen Akarithi involving someone named Lord Kavar, who we had to hunt down. Basically, he was trying to overthrow Queen Akarithi, and it ended up being a really in-depth and long quest, which I did quite enjoy. You don't always get quests like that. They're usually randomly generated, and there's not as much detail put into them. But this one was not like the others. So yeah, that was quite fun, and I enjoyed that a lot, but I think it is time to return to the Rothgarian Mountains and offload some of our loot that we got from the quest and find something new to do. Now, I did actually look into the Queen Akarithi quest because it was so unique, and I was interested in it. It turns out it's actually a base Daggerfall quest. I thought it was a modded quest that, you know, one of the modders had put a ton of effort into, but actually no, it's just a base quest in the game. So that is pretty cool. So there are some quests that were programmed into base Daggerfall that were much more in-depth than just the regular randomly generated ones. So, I believe we also got a note from the Cartographers Guild when we were in the middle of the Queen Akarithi quest. So let's take a look at that. Your assignment at this time is to chart Coven on the Bluff. That's in Daggerfall. Please see me if you need directions. Now this is quite... This is odd because I believe we've charted Coven on the Bluff like 3 times now. So that's a little bit boring. We're getting the same quest over and over. I'm not sure why it keeps making us do that one in particular. I think that's all the quests we have going at the moment. Let's just check our log real quick. Yeah, so we have the Cartographer's Guild quest. We have this main quest involving Madura. She went to prepare the dust that we got for her in the Dust of Restful Death quest, and we can go back to her and do whatever follow-up quest there is soon. It's actually been, let's see, it was the 3rd of Rain's Hand when she said that to us, and now it is what? It's the 4th of Midas, so it is now time where we can do that. In fact, maybe we'll do that soon. This episode, since, you know, we're just coming back from a long break from the series, I don't think we'll do that. Maybe we'll save that for next episode, but that should be a fun thing to do in the near future. And those are the only, yeah, those are the only active quests we have right now. So, we have, I believe, a lot of loot probably from doing that last quest. Yeah, we have literally a full wagon. So the first thing we really need to do is go and sell all this stuff. So in order to do that, we're going to want to head to the Rothgarian Mountains. And where, I think there's a town up here that we generally go to that has good prices. I know I'll remember the name. Gothwark, that's the one. I was able to pinpoint it pretty well there. We have no enchanted items on, so we can travel. So let's head there right now. And the Rothgarian Mountains are also where we can pick up the Cartographer's Guild quest to do at some point when we get the chance. So let's head over there on a ship right now. Okay. So we have a lot to sell and a lot to sort through. So let's figure that all out now. First thing is first, let's head over to the... Oh, hold on. I saw that... Oh, hello, what is this? Looks like there's a little envoy out to attack me. Do you think that you could dispose of Lord Kavar so easily? A Lord of Sentinels, no one to cross lightly. So apparently, if you'll recall correctly, or if you'll recall from last episode, I was constantly harassed in the Lord Kavar quest by his minions, and apparently, even though we finished the quest, I'm still getting harassed, which is going to be really annoying if this is constant, because if you remember, literally every single time I tried to rest at all, I was assaulted by, like, 3 archers, just like what happened here. So I really hope that this is not regular, because that's going to be a huge pain. Now, if you'll remember also, the quest was called... I don't even have room to pick up all the loot that they drop here. I'll just try and pick up a good amount of it here. Yeah, see, I'm out of space now. I'm going to go ahead and drop any iron so I can get this dwarven, and I'll pick up the ingredients because they're very light. Oh, and this Daedric Warhammer, I have to make room for that, because that's going to be worth quite a lot. Let's just get rid of iron. Can't pick this up yet. No, still not. Alright, there we go. Okay. Yeah, as I was saying, they constantly harassed us during the quest, so I really do hope that that stops. Now, the quest was called Lord Kabar Part 1, so I imagine there's almost certainly a follow-up that we'll get access to, and hopefully that will finally put a stop to Lord Kabar's minions chasing us down, because this guy, and he has a lot of people. We literally fought off like an army's worth of soldiers in order to complete that quest. So, I believe Dunnister's General Smithy in the town square is where we usually sell our goods, so let's head there right now. Okay, and we need to throw on our, let's see, I think it's the Sapphire? No, the Diamond. Charisma and increased reputation with merchants. We throw that on to get the maximum good prices that we can. Oh wait, let me make sure this is the correct shop. Should give us the right message. Yeah, this is it. Okay. So, we're going to sell everything we have, pretty much, that we don't use. So all of this can go. And here, what is this kite shield? I don't even know what this does, but we can't use shields anyways, so we're not going to ever want to use that. And whatever the saber does, we're not going to need it, so we can throw that in. These two items we do use, so we'll keep those. That looks to be everything from our inventory, so into the wagon we go. A Daedric Claymore. I don't think I actually need a Daedric Claymore because I have this regular Daedric Daikatana. It's worn, so we'll have to repair that. But I don't think I need a Daedric Claymore. Do I have a Daedric Daikatana? We'll leave this here to make sure I have a Daedric Daikatana because I do want to enchant, another Daedric sword. But for now, let's see. A Daedric Left Pauldron is still useful. We don't need two, though, so we'll throw one in. Daedric Boots, we do have a backup, so we'll keep that for now. All of this can go. Daedric Broadsword, we certainly won't need that. And here we go with the clicking simulator. There's no way to easily offload everything, so we just have to go one at a time. And it's really, the amount of loot and the quality of loot that you get when you become higher levels is just crazy. And it's already worth, over 400,000? That is a lot of money. So we're going to be pretty rich, so I think it's time to start spending. We even have another pair of Daedric Boots. I believe the reason that I've kept one pair of Daedric Boots is because this is enchanted. So, I don't want it to degrade. But still it's new, so it's barely even degrading. So we can definitely sell another pair. I'll keep the nice gold-studded pair. And we just keep going. It's almost worth 1 million gold. This has to be the highest value sale we have ever done. Daedric Longsword. I believe a Daedric Claymore is better than that. Looks like we actually don't have an extra backup Daedric Daikatana. So we'll hold on to this for now, just for caution's sake. In case I want to enchant one of our weapons. And holy crap, 796,000. We're not going to get as much as that, but we should get pretty close to it. Let's see what he offers. 450,000. It's only half, but it's alright. That is a ton of money. Let's take that. We're going to get paid in the letter of credit, of course, because that's so much money, but there's no way that we could carry it. And we're not done yet, because now we have to go to the Alchemist, all the way in the northeast of town. Get our money from them, and then I think it's probably time to go to the bank and sort out our finances. I believe this is the Alchemist right here. And we're just going to go ahead and do the same thing with this guy. This time we don't have to be too careful about what we're selling because we haven't done any alchemy. Alchemy selling I actually really haven't done much of in Daggerfall. I'd love to. Oops, I actually don't want to sell this ruby because I might want to enchant that at some point. So we do have to be a little bit careful there. But yeah, alchemy is something I haven't really done much in Daggerfall. It's that I do want to try and learn more of because it's a part of a game that I've sort of neglected. So maybe that's something fun to do in a future playthrough. Wow, that's really nothing compared to the money we made from the equipment. That's okay. Next thing is to go to the bank and deposit all of our gold and then take out like a reasonable amount to be carrying around. And from there, I guess we got to figure out something to do. Maybe we'll just do a quest for a local guild chapter. And we will go from there. So I believe the bank is in the town square. Oh, I guess I'm wrong about that. Where is the bank? There's a bank in here, right? Oh, it's back up to the northeast, where the alchemy building is. One thing I should probably do is check if there's any Daedra summoning days coming up, because we have so much money that we could easily afford to do one. So it would certainly be worth it to check out if there's any ones to do. Okay, this is the... Wait, hold on. That is not the bank, that is a residence. I want to go to the bank. Here is the bank. Perfect. It's 5... Wait, is it closed? Really? Even though it's only 5 p.m.? Well, that's a little bit disappointing. Alright, I guess it closes at 5. Alright, that's fine. I'm trying to see how much inventory space we have. Oh, we didn't sell all of this stuff. These books and this miscellaneous stuff. We should go to the pawn shop for that. Good thing I noticed that, because that's taking up a lot of inventory space. The pawn shop, I believe, is right... We just saw it. I think it's this place right down here. I believe it's Lady Erwick's used gear. Yeah, this is it right here. Okay, so let's sell our miscellaneous items here at the pawn shop. So the books and the statues, we don't need any of this. And that should really be that, and that should clear up all of our inventory space. Except for the gold that's weighing us down. But it seems that I'm going to have to go ahead and rest in an inn for the night in order to fix that problem. So, let's go to the nearest inn. It's going to be straight to the north, and we will rest for the night. And then hopefully tomorrow morning we can actually go to the bank. I think it'll have to be 11 that 11 is when we can actually go to the bank. That's when it opens. Just need a room for 1 day. And let's rest for fully healed. Okay, I'm not being bothered by Lord Kavar's... Oh, I don't want to loiter. Let's check how long I need to rest. At least 12 hours, so... I'm not being bothered by Lord Kavar's minions so far, so that's a good sign that we're not going to be constantly harassed by them now, because that would be very annoying. 3 more hours. Okay. That would be crazy if even after the quest ends, until you do the second part of the quest, you're constantly harassed by enemies. That would just not be fair at all. Okay, so let's go to the bank now, and hopefully we can actually deposit our money. Nice. So, letter of credit. All of our letters of credit, and then we'll put in our straight cash. And we have now over 1 million in the bank for the Rothgarian Mountains. I'm actually going to tab out real quick here and just check Daedra summoning days and make sure there's nothing coming up. What day is it right now? It is the 11th of 2nd Seed. Oh, so there is a Daedra summoning day coming up soon. Wait, is it the 11th? Oh, it's the 11th. Oh, we just missed a Daedra summoning day by 2 days. That's actually pretty disappointing. I wonder if it might even be worth it to go back to our save, because it was only what, the 4th of 2nd Seed, so we could easily do the Daedra summoning quest and still go sell all of our stuff. I know it'd be annoying to have to go back and do all that again, but if it is something that we want, let me just check what the reward is real quick to see if it'd be worth doing it. Let's just see. Hold on 1 second, sorry. Okay, I'm actually interested in doing this, and it would be something fun to do, so I do apologize, but I think we may just want to load our game and actually get this done. So let's do that. Let's load back here. And let's just try to be a little bit more careful here about how we do things. I think if we didn't save our game anywhere after this, did we? Okay, that was a mistake. We could have saved our game and loaded a later save, but that's how it is. So I think we can get back to the Rothgarian Mountains in time for this. It'd be good to be in that general vicinity so we can go sell all of our things afterwards. Let's find out. So it's the 4th, and the Daedra Summoning Day is going to be on, let me check again, the 9th. So we actually only have 5 days. So we actually maybe cannot travel to the Rothgarian Mountains. Because the Rothgarian Mountains are, what, like 7 days away? Like, if we try and travel here, let's see. Yeah, 6 days. Okay. So let's try and travel maybe just to... We do have to blow some days, so, I mean, we can go to Daggerfall. That's a place we've often done Daedra Summoning. 4 days, exactly. So that should get us to the 11th. Let's see if it does get us to the... or the 9th, I mean. Right? Let me see. 4... Oh, that will get us to the 8th. That seems pretty perfect. So let's try going to Daggerfall and see if that works. And we can also sell all of our things in Daggerfall as well, potentially. So let's head there right now. The celebration of second planting is in full glory this day. It is a holiday with traditions similar to first planting, improvements on the first seeding symbolically to suggest improvements on the soul. The free clinics of the temples are open for the second and last time this year, offering cures for those suffering from any kind of disease or affliction. Because peace and conflict is stressed at this time, battle injuries are healed only at full price. So, yeah, I thought that Lord Cavar's minions would be showing up to say hello to us. So, you'll notice that the Daedra summoning days all correspond to holidays in the regions of Daggerfall. Oh, we got a Daedric Right Pauldron this time. That's actually even better than Daedric Warhammer in terms of rarity, because Daedric weapons are much more common than Daedric armor. Go ahead and make sure we heal up here. Oh, I'm just going to take your ingredients there. Thank you very much. And it would still be good to sell some of our stuff before we actually do the Daedra summoning quest. Okay, I'm just going to take as much of this as I can. Okay, I still have a little bit more inventory space. Might as well fill it up completely. Okay. And I'm just going to scale the wall. It's 6:43 p.m. The Daedra summoning day is on the 8th, so... I think it is, right? Let me see. Second seed. 7th of second seed. Yeah, okay. So we'll just sleep overnight, and then tomorrow we can sell our things in the stores. Assuming we get a price similar to that in the Rothgarian Mountains, or else I'll just bite the bullet and wait. Alright, so we need to find an inn. The Toad and Wolf Inn is right here to the right. So that looks like a perfect option. Okay. Let's get a room for the night. And we're going to have to rest quite a while. We'll start with 12 hours. And it's not going to be... The stores won't be open for a little while, so I'm going to rest another 3 hours. Okay. So, it is the 8th of second seed. Oh, it's actually even 9th of second seed, not the 8th, but the Daedra summoning day is on. Okay, that was my mistake. So I guess it's not on the same day as the holiday I was talking about. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just go in and rest for a full day in the end. Let's just rest for 24 hours. Oh, I didn't mean that long. Okay, that's fine. We'll cut it off, you know, about 5 hours in. Your time for this room has expired. Oh, I forgot. I only got the room for 1 day. Okay, well, I'm going to need another day, please. Thank you very much. And we just wait. There are enemies nearby. Oh, no. Lord Cavar here to haunt us again. I'm not seeing any enemies, though, so I'm not sure what this is meant to be referring to. Oh, hello. Damn, these guys are going to keep harassing us? Man, I really hope we can do the second part of this quest soon. So these guys stop bothering us, because, oh boy, I'm not enjoying dealing with them. It's actually so irritating. Okay, anyone else? No, there's still another. Looks like they're coming in threes each time. Yeah, so I imagine we have to complete Lord Cavar Part 2 to get these guys to stop bothering us. Okay, so we have to rest like 7 more hours. Okay. So they don't come like all the time, just intermittently. Which is annoying, but not as bad as it could be, I guess. Count our blessings there. Okay. Let's go straight up north and go into the armor shops and sell our loot. Sorry to be repeating this again, but I guess it's going to have to be that way. Yeah, so another thing I wanted to mention was, I know I had said I was working on a video that I wanted to release while I was on vacation. Obviously, I didn't get to that because I haven't released anything since the last Let's Play episode, but I'm still working on, or wanting to work on the video in question. I just ended up not having as much time as I hoped for. What that video is going to be, for all of those of you who are watching up to this point, I guess I'll spill the beans. I am working on sort of a comprehensive beginner's guide to Daggerfall. Now, there have been people who have sort of made this before, and actually, while I was working on making it, let me see, hold on. Just gonna make sure I'm not selling anything of importance here. Okay, I think we're good. And we can just start selling from here. Last time I had 2 pairs of Daedric boots. Why is the second one not here anymore? Whatever. We'll leave it for now. A very popular YouTuber for the Elder Scrolls, Zarek Sakharon, released a video that was called the Daggerfall Beginner's Guide while I was working on mine, and I was like, oh no, someone, he's already much more popular than me, and his videos are very good, so I don't want to release something he's already covered. But luckily, his video was mainly a guide on Unity and stuff like that, and I've already done a video, releasing all my thoughts on Unity and a guide for it. So my idea was more of a beginner's guide in terms of actual gameplay, class creation, tips for playing the game, tips for starting out, because I get comments all the time like, I really like Daggerfall, or I really want to be able to enjoy it and play it, but it's very, unwelcoming for new players in a lot of ways. So my idea was to sort of release a comprehensive beginner's guide that could help people out getting started with the game. So I do still want to do that. And hopefully you can look out for that soon. And I have other ideas too I mentioned for videos in the future. I just have to actually get together and make them. Now it's actually worth, the value is much less. I'm not sure if that's because we're in Daggerfall and it's different prices here, or that we had different loot last time, or what the deal is, but let's just see how much we can sell this for. Wow, we really actually miss out on like 100,000 gold worth of loot, which does kind of suck, but I guess it's worth it to clear up our inventory anyways. Are we missing anything that we didn't sell? Oh, wait. This and this. Anything else? I think that's all. I guess it's not a huge deal. We're rich anyways, right? So we'll do it. So even though, I'm going to a shop that in principle is the same quality as the shop in the Rothgarian Mountains, sometimes the prices also vary by region. And I imagine that maybe we picked up, for instance, a Daedric Warhammer off the bodies of those other people we killed in the last loaded save, so that could be the reason why we got less money this time, but it's not the end of the world. What about alchemy? Is there a good shop to sell? I don't remember where you even sell alchemy here usually. Is it? I think it's maybe one of these places, or maybe there isn't even an alchemy shop in this town that gives good prices. So we'll actually leave the ingredients, I guess, until we can get back to the Rothgarian Mountains. I'm gonna throw all of the ingredients into our wagon. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anything here. So we do have to go to a pawn shop too, but we'll wait to do that also until we get back to the Rothgarian Mountains. I'm going to throw all this into our wagon again. Potion recipe, we certainly don't need to be holding on to that. Okay, so we're good for the time being. This can also go into our wagon. Or I guess actually no, because this is something we'll put on. Where did that go? It's going to go to the bottom. Yeah, I actually do want that, so I can put that on occasionally. I lied, I don't want that. I want the enchanted left pauldron, which we already have. Okay. Good. Alright, ignore my rambling there. Okay, so I think we're pretty good now. Let's go to the bank real quick and put in our cash deposits here and turn them all into a big letter of credit. So all of our letters of credit will go in. We'll deposit the hard cash that we have. Okay, and now we have 810,000 gold. Let's just withdraw a letter of credit worth 200,000. That should be more than enough for Daedra summoning. And maybe we'll consider taking out a lot more to take with us back to the Rothgarian Mountains, since we're sort of stationing there. And for the time being, it is time to go to the Mages Guild and finally actually do a quest this episode, do something more than just selling stuff in shops. So over to the Mages Guild we go, all the way to the southwest. Make sure we're going in the right direction here. Yeah, okay, good. I must say, even as a very small content creator who has a very small following, it does, I was definitely nervous about having to leave and not make videos for so long. I got maybe an inkling of the pressure that maybe bigger content creators feel when they're making videos. When you make videos and there's no one watching at all, you don't really feel a pressure to release them regularly. But when you even start to accumulate a small following, you don't want to lose that small following, and so you want to make sure you're releasing stuff. I even thought of recording a ton of episodes of a Let's Play and then scheduling them for release while I was gone, which would have made a lot of sense, but it was going to take too much time when I was trying to prepare for traveling, so that's why I ended up not doing it. Okay. Should also save the game. Alright, where is the Daedra summoning? I haven't been in this Mages Guild for so long that I've actually forgotten, and it's been quite a while, so bear with me while I look for where they are. Okay, this is it. So I believe... Yeah, okay, good. So today is Morndis, the of the second seed of the Day of Summoning for Namira. Do you, Titian, wish to risk your very life and soul by summoning Namira into our mundane world? Yes. Okay, so we failed. That's fine. We just reload the save and do it again. Right, so it honestly is so strange to me that you can actually fail Daedra summoning, because it still takes your money, as far as I know. And that's brutal, to spend all that money and then have no reward for it, so there's no way I'm gonna not reload the save, I guess. Okay, where was that? Hold on. My terrible sense of direction strikes again. I think it's right here. Okay, good. So we're gonna save the game right outside of a summoning room, so we can just keep doing it. Let's try again. Ah, it worked this time. The desire for power gnaws at the gut, does it not, Titian? I can see it does. Excuse my informality, but I feel like I know you. I recognize your craving as if it were my own. You want control. And the thought makes you slaver like a starving wolf. I can fill your belly, but first I need to know. Will you kill in order to fill this void? I'm going to go ahead and hit yes. Wonderful. Man, all the Daedra are so evil. You should see the look in your eyes, Titian. You will be mighty. I can see it in them. Now, your stepping stone to power is a vampire. A vampiric ancient who has displeased me. Balabron. Know that he is at a mighty adversary, and his asylum, Castle Corrigard, is well protected. But you can and will kill him. Once you have, go to my darling friend, Elorzor Ashley, over at Lord Dunnan's seminary in Singcroft. Elorza Ashley is a busy person, so don't keep her waiting more than 14 days. Elorza Ashley will have a present for you that I think will make you very happy. Farewell, Titian. We will meet again, I know. Quite liked that little dialogue. Very, very cool. Okay, so, looks like it's just going to be a typical sort of dungeon crawling quest, so we're very used to those. So let's go and do it. I'm going to go ahead and remove this diamond since we don't need it on anymore. And I believe we're going to Castle Corrigard. Now, remember one of my complaints about doing quests in Daggerfall is we get sent to the same places. This does seem to be a new place, so that is promising. That is promising. Okay, here's Castle Corrigard. Doesn't look like much of a castle. There's an airship floating up in the air. I don't know if I actually like seeing those. It feels like a little bit immersion breaking to some degree. I can always turn that feature off. This is not a castle. It is more like a small dungeon. Now, one of the reasons I decided to sell our stuff in Daggerfall, even though it seemed like we're getting a worse price, is that, just admiring these butterflies here, is that I knew we'd probably end up getting sent to a dungeon or have to do some fighting, so, you know, if we had a completely full inventory, we wouldn't have been able to pick up any loot, so I didn't want to end up picking up loot from this dungeon crawl. So let's head in right now, and let's do this. Let's set a recall spell. As an anchor right here. Let's make sure we have all of our dungeon crawling equipment on. We might as well use this ebony blade until it expires. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Is I forgot completely that we need to repair our Daedric Daikatana. I definitely don't want it to break. That would be bad, because then it will be gone. So I'm going to make sure to use this enchanted item instead of the Daikatana. I can even use this claymore if needed. Okay. So, I think that's everything we need to do, so let's save the game, 872. Okay, and it is time to hunt down this vampire. And immediately, we're confronted with this locked door. Luckily, it got open pretty easily. We're already almost out of mana, which is not ideal. I love the look of this enchanted ebony blade, by the way. Remember, we got this from another Daedra summoning quest. Holy crap, that could be the vampire. Okay, it wasn't, but that would have been pretty lucky if it was. Luckily, we have the spell absorption cloak, so we should get our mana back without having to rest necessarily. That's going to be very helpful, for sure. Can't even use the open spell. I really don't want to bash the door down using... How do I switch weapon hands? I don't want to bash it down using my enchanted weapon because it will make it degrade and it's a waste of the enchantment. Let me see. Switch hands. H. Okay. Okay. Well, that's nice. That's actually a good trick I just realized, though. Okay, so I didn't even realize that this is instant. So it's always actually useful to have this secondary weapon in my offhand, and I can use this to bash down doors. Then I can just easily switch back to my main weapon. I did not realize that at all. That is a good tip. Because normally I remove one and then put on the other, and it takes forever. Now we have a teleporter right here. And it doesn't look like there's really much else here, so I assume we kind of have to use a teleporter to get anywhere. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to use weak heal here. And we're in this little bit of a throne room right here. Okay. There's another teleporter. Man, teleporter dungeons are often very complicated. Let's make sure we explore everything on this floor if possible before we go through another teleporter. There's so many vampires in this dungeon, we're never going to know which is the right one until we actually kill it. It's nicer when, you know, the unique NPC is immediately known because it's different from everything else in the dungeon. I'm just going to make sure there's no hidden doors that we missed. I'm not seeing any, so let's take the next teleporter. This isn't I was just going to check and make sure this wasn't a main quest dungeon, because you don't see the teleporters as much in randomly generated dungeons. Ooh, that was a pretty easy kill on that one. I thought that might have been it, because it was a regular vampire rather than a vampire ancient. But it was not to be. Put this back on before it expires. Okay. Spell Absorption really is a broken ability. You can combo it in class creation with other abilities to make just a completely overpowered character. There's actually... Unity fixed a lot of the ways in which you could make broken characters in the custom class creator for Daggerfall. You know, in Daggerfall, it used to be that resistance to magic, for instance, gave you resistance to all sorts of different spell effects. So if you gave yourself resistance to magic, there was no point in giving yourself resistance to other spell effects. So it was just super overpowered in that sense. And Unity fixed that, but there is still a way to make a broken class. If you give yourself, for instance, like resistance to fire, enchanted mace, and 2 different colors of wraps. Very interesting items there. I think we have to go through the teleporter. If you give yourself like spell absorption and then resistance to fire, you can just cast fireball over and over and over again with no cost to yourself, right? Because it won't hurt yourself. And whenever you cast it, you'll get mana back from the spell from absorbing your own spell, basically. I think we got everything we could in this area, right? So I guess we should take the teleporter. Oh wait, this takes us back here. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Alright, time to head back if we can. We've been through all here. Okay, this isn't going to be any help at all. Let's take this. Okay, we went through here, and then we pretty much had to take the next one. And this is where we ended up. I must have missed something along the way. There's another vampire right here. We'll take him out, and we got a nice short shirt. Okay, let me zoom in here real quick. We didn't actually go straight ahead in this hallway, so let's check down here this time. Okay, this is another unique teleporter. Let's try this one. Very nice. Spiral staircase. I'm going to check for any hidden doors before we go up. Okay, good. I'm definitely becoming more proficient in the art of Daggerfall dungeon crawling. It's part of my motivation for wanting to make the Daggerfall Beginner's Guide. I feel like I've learned so much in the process of this Let's Play that I didn't know before, even though I knew quite a lot about Daggerfall before even. Okay, there's just this. This is a strange looking one. Looks a little bit glitched out, to be honest, but I suppose we should try this one. I'm going to save the game actually right here. 873. Okay, let's take this one. A Daedric Battle Axe and a Khajiit suit. I don't think I've seen this before. That's kind of cool. Alright, we'll take all of that. Thank you very much. This feels like one of those dungeons where the quest objective could be in a place that's inaccessible because of all the teleporters, but I'm gonna go ahead and think good thoughts and hope that that's not the case. Okay, there's a teleporter hidden behind that bookshelf right there. Right. There's one of these things which I never know how to open. So I think there's 2 teleporters here. Or we should check up here, actually, before we check out where those teleporters are. Get all of that. Thank you very much. And before we take that teleporter down hidden behind the bookshelf, let's just check everywhere else. Okay, there's another teleporter in here. We got a vampire as well. And our ebony blade broke. So that is kind of unfortunate, but that's just the way things go. Eventually things break. And it looks like we're going to have to switch back to our Daikatana. Let's really try and hope that this does not break. Hopefully we won't have too many more things we have to kill. But I will be careful. And let's save the game, because we have 2 teleporters we could potentially take. We'll try this one up here first. And this took us where? Somewhere we had already been? Is that right? Oh no, this is a completely new place. It's just sort of a... Oh, hello? I heard it sound like I was being attacked, but there doesn't appear to be anyone here. I shouldn't be breaking this down with my Daikatana. I should be breaking it down with Steel Saber. And I've now realized the reason I just didn't do the switch hands thing for breaking down doors, and it's that... Hello, buddy. I'm going to have to pull this out to fight you. Sorry, hold on one second. It said the Daedric Daikatana is two-handed, so I can't dual wield. That's a big pain about using longswords, for sure. Okay, surely we'll be able to find this guy eventually, right? He's got to be somewhere buried in this dungeon. Okay, let's check around. I imagine we'll get a... I mean, we'll certainly, I would think, get a prompt when we find this guy. So we should know when we found him. Okay, let's make sure. Is that everywhere? Did we check everywhere in this little section? Wait, I didn't go up here, did I? Okay, now this is totally new. I'm gonna let this guy bash down the door if possible, so I don't have to waste any durability of my Daikatana. Okay. Could you be the enemy that we're looking for? No, not yet. There's a teleporter up here in the rooftop. Let's save the game and go up there. And even though smaller dungeons is meant to be on, this is actually pretty large. But that just tells you how big Daggerfall dungeons usually are. Okay. We got somewhere new. This is somewhere we've already been, actually. So not new. I guess we're going to try and find our way to somewhere new. There's that bookshelf teleporter. Where is that exactly? I'm not even sure if we're in the section where that's going to be found. It looks like this is sort of a dead end. Let's try the other way. Try this. Alright, we're back at the start, so I guess we can sort of retrace our steps until we find somewhere new. So we first take this one, and then... And you know what I actually should have done? Damn, it's too late now, but I should have... That's actually not too late, I can just recall. Since we're back at the start anyways, let's throw all of the loot that we've gotten into our wagon. And let's actually pull this out and use this instead of the Daikatana so we don't accidentally degrade and destroy our only Daedric Daikatana. That would be bad for sure. Get rid of all this. And the ingredients go into the wagon too. Okay, now we can take the path. So we go here and here. Okay, now we get to somewhere where we have a splitting branch decision, right? Let's see. Okay. So if we go downstairs, I believe there's a teleporter. No, but the teleporter downstairs, I think it's a dead end. I think this is the way we have to go. And then we take this one. And we go up the spiral staircase. This is the only teleporter we can take in this section. Yeah, this is the only teleporter we can take in this section. So we gotta take this. And then we get here, and I believe if we go down here, yeah, this is the place where the bookshelf teleporter is that we didn't take. Okay. Now this is unfortunate because it does take us somewhere where we have, again, already been. There's got to be something we're missing, some place that we haven't been able to get to yet. Oh wait, I think I'm seeing a door. Oh wait, no. Yeah, this is not very helpful. So we've already checked the teleporter down here. And I believe where when it has a black outline like this, that's a teleporter, and then this is a, oh yeah, oh cool, I didn't even realize. So if you put your mouse over it, you can see where everything takes you. So this should help us navigate things. So if we go through here, where does that take us to? It doesn't actually tell us. Wait, that just takes us back to where we are? That doesn't make any sense. Hold on, let's try this. And now we're over here. Okay, fine. Trying to look for what we've missed here. There's surely somewhere we have not yet been. The only option in this area is to go up the stairs, I believe, to that rafter area and click that teleporter. I think, right? Trying to zoom in here and make sure I haven't missed anything. No, I think that's all we can really do. So let's go upstairs. Click this. There's got to be somewhere new, somewhere we have not yet been, some way to get there. I'm just going to keep slowly, methodically going through each possible place we could go. There's this whole set of stairs that we can take to the right, and then to the left, there's a teleporter in this room. What does this take us to? That will take us back to the entrance, so that's not going to be helpful at all. So we don't want to do that. So let's not go to the... Which direction was that? That's to the left, so let's go to the right instead. We've got this set of little rooms, but there's nothing in there. I've already checked, so let's go around and up the staircase. Okay. Okay, so we've got, let me zoom in a little bit here. We've got this teleporter right here, and that will take us down again somewhere we've already been. And then you've got this teleporter. This is an exit of a teleporter, actually, not an entrance to one. I believe that's all there is, though. Like, yeah, up here, up the staircase, there's nothing really for us that we haven't already seen, I think, right? Yeah, there's nothing up here, as far as I can tell. Okay. Which means we have to go the other direction. And down the stairs, that's where we came from, right? Yeah, okay, so I guess we got to go this way. I feel like I'm going in circles now, but we'll try this again. Yeah, there's nothing to do really here. I might as well actually save the game here too. Let's see, 876. Okay. So let's try taking this. And there is this right here, and I'm not sure. So I'm still unsure. It seems like these things you can't always open them. Like they're sometimes just unopenable. But it's always possible that there could be something down here under this. Let's actually scroll. I'm not seeing any indication that there is something under this, but I don't know if this is the sort of thing that is openable. It usually is opened by levers or something like that. But sometimes they're having quest objectives stuck down there that I can't actually get to. Oh, there's some loot on the table right here. I totally missed that. Okay. Let's keep looking. Sort of just try and methodically, I guess, look through every single place. Try and look for somewhere we haven't been. We'll start over here. Is there anything around this bend? I believe this is the dead end of that bend right there. That's actually right at the entrance, so yeah, it definitely is. And then you have the teleporter from the entrance. The teleporter takes you up into this room. And then from this room, you can take this teleporter. Or you can go through here. That's a dead end up here. That's a dead end up there. So the only option really is to go through here. Try to scan around here. Okay. That takes you down here, but let's just check everywhere here. You've got this long hallway. Have I been through... Is there more on this side right here, maybe? Where am I right now? Did I miss something, like, past this room? I feel like I would have seen if there was something past right here. You go up and loop around here. Down here you can go. Man, I'm really lost. I'm really lost, guys. I feel like there's There's nowhere that we have not yet been. And it's a small dungeon, so it feels like there's just one room or something that we're missing. It feels like we've been to almost every single room at this point. I'm just sort of clicking around randomly now, hoping we'll find something. I've tried to be methodical, but it has not yet worked. The thing we can also do is maybe just check whether or not the quest objective is in an inaccessible room, because as I think I've told you guys, sometimes the quest objective can be in an inaccessible room, in which case it's just not going to be possible to find it. So the way that you actually do that is you can use a console command to figure out where the quest objective is, and we can check whether it's in an inaccessible room. So it might be starting to get to the time where we do that. Of course, if it's not an inaccessible room, then we can just keep looking for it. And since we're in a teleporter room, a teleporter dungeon, where exactly it's going to be isn't going to be too revealed, just because we, if we find out it's over here, we still have no idea how to get there. So let's just make sure, for the sake of it, because there's no point continuing to look around if the objective is in an inaccessible room. So the way you actually do that, for those of you who don't know, is you open up the console. This is in Unity again. If you do tele to Q marker, that will bring you to where the quest marker actually is. Let's try doing that now. We should save the game before we do this, actually. So let's do that right now. Oh. Save game as 878. And tele to Q marker. So this is apparently the vampire we should be looking for. Let's see where it is. It appears to be in a room we have not yet accessed. Let's just check real quick, though. Oh, got a door here. It's locked. This is kind of an awkward spot. And that looks to be okay. So it actually was inside of the trapdoor. So it was in a completely inaccessible spot. So because we couldn't open this trapdoor and there's no indication of how we could do it, it's just one of those things that we can't open. If anyone knows how to get these things open, let me know. But as far as I can tell, when the quest objective is here, this is the second time this has happened in the Let's Play, you can't actually get it unless you teleport there using a console command. So this was a pretty inaccessible quest objective. I'm just going to kill these guys real quick. Now, because it's inaccessible, I have no problem. Let's see. Bale Braun is dead. Amir's hunger is sated. Now to satisfy your own desires by reporting to Lorza Ashley. Yeah, so I feel no guilt in teleporting to the quest objective, considering it was in a completely inaccessible place. So, yeah, we can just imagine, that we opened this up and came down here. But that's what we had to do. So that is the funkiness of Daggerfall. And you can imagine it's even worse when you're in really, really big dungeons. Since we're in small dungeons, we usually prevent stuff like this happening. But it's more common when you don't have these small dungeons setting on. So that is the quest, everyone. What am I looking to do? Okay, yeah, so we can recall to the dungeon entrance now. Wait a minute, an anchor must be set before you can teleport. Didn't I set an anchor at the start of a dungeon? I guess the problem is that we recalled there and we didn't reset an anchor at the start. That's alright though, since we're stuck here. Again, no shame in using this to get to the exit of a door. So yeah, I do apologize for having to use those console commands to finish the quest, but we explored everywhere, and that's what you have to do when the quest objective is in an inaccessible spot. So, we have killed the vampire now, and we can go ahead and throw all of our loot into the wagon here. Okay. And it's time to go pick up our reward. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and remove all of our enchanted stuff here just before we do our traveling. And we need to track down, let's see what it was, Lorza Ashley in Lord Dunnan's Seminary in Singcroft. I think Singcroft, I don't remember having gone there before. Let's find that. Singcroft. A town on the coast. I like it. Let's head there right now. Okay, here we are in Singcroft. Time to track down the seminary. This actually looks to be actually a pretty big town. I'm surprised I have not heard of this one before. Well, I guess I'm not surprised. There's so many towns in Daggerfall, you can't go to all of them. Wait, a foe. Oh no. Oh no. Look who it is. Our favorite friend, what's his name? Lord Kavar? And holy crap, how often are we going to have to deal with these guys? This sucks. I would cast Fireball to get these guys out using one of our marks or something, but I don't want to kill a villager by accident. At least we're going to get a lot of free loot off of them. Constantly bothering us. Humanoids are the most likely to give you good loot. Wow, that is a ton of loot. We'll take all of that very gladly. We're gonna have to throw some of this into our wagon. And we're actually getting close to filling it up again, which is pretty surprising. I'm definitely glad that I sold all of our loot from before rather than waiting to go back to... Oh, we even got an enchanted Daikatana. What kind of Daikatana is this, though? Steel, okay. Dwarven Claymore. Take all of it. Just throw it straight into our wagon. Okay. That too can go into the wagon. Nice. We now need to get to the seminary, so let's figure out what that is. Is that a library? Yeah, it should be a library. Lord Dunnan's Seminary. Just get it to mark it on our map. And there it is, pretty nearby, right to the southeast. So let's head over there right now. And we'll pick up our quest and then, or our quest reward here, and then I think we'll be pretty close to wrapping up the episode after that. Let's see what we actually get. I remember thinking the artifact was pretty cool, but I don't remember exactly what it was, so this should be interesting. So there should just be an NPC around here somewhere who we can talk to. There she is. Okay, we'll save the game before we get the quest reward. Hello, Titian. I am Elorza Ashley. You look sated. That murder agreed with you, I think. Well, I hope you will likewise please. Well, I hope this will likewise please. Namira told me to give you her ring. Try it on and you will learn the meaning of hunger and fulfillment. Once you know that, you know power. Good day, Titian. Okay, so that's actually pretty non-specific. And wow, that is a dope-looking ring. That is a really cool-looking ring. The Ring of Namira. Namira is aligned with the darker side of nature, as is her ring. While the ring is being worn, any damage the bearer takes is suffered by the attacker as well. Okay. Spells and missile attacks are ignored. How much damage the attacker suffers depends upon his nature. Animals and Spriggans take no damage, being creatures of natures. Daedric beings only take half the damage they do, being supernatural creatures. Humanoids and monsters take full damage. Undead take twice the damage they dole out because they are wholly unnatural creatures. That's actually really cool. That's actually really useful too. So the damage that I take gets inflicted upon the opponent as well, depending on what kind of enemy they are. That is one of the most interesting Daedric artifacts yet. I do really, really like that. So that's super cool. That was a pretty enjoyable quest overall, and the dungeon was more challenging than most dungeons because of the whole teleporter thing, even though we ultimately had to find our way into an inaccessible part of the dungeon using the console. Now, I think that should wrap things up, but before things end off here, I do want to head over to an armorer just to go ahead and repair our Daikatana and any other armor that we might need repairing. I don't want to forget to do that because our Daikatana is very close to breaking, as I mentioned. It is in worn condition, so super close, and I do not want to have it break. And I think after that, what we want to do is head back to the Rothiarian Mountains. We can sell all of our loot that we got there, and from there, I think maybe it's time, like I mentioned earlier in the episode, maybe we do the next part of the main quest soon. Because Madura's, whatever she's preparing with that dust, should be ready for us now. So I think maybe we'll do that next time, but we will see. So I think we'll wrap things up just by heading into this armor shop. And let's just get our armor repaired here. So anything that can be repaired... Holy crap, it's so expensive to get stuff repaired. How worn is this anyways? This is new. Okay, well, if it's new, I feel like it's not worth repairing. Let's see. New... I wonder if it does actually secretly need repairing to some degree. Why does it say new if it needs repairing really bad? You'd think that something this expensive to get repaired would not say new. Anyways, this is worn, so this really does need repairing. Just trying to check if there's anything other than stuff in new condition. New. Okay, it seems like that's all that needs repairing, so I'm gonna go ahead and repair that. And this should be back to new. Perfect. We'll put that back into our wagon. And let's just put our clothes back on here. Or armor, I should say. And we can pull our Daedric Daikatana out of the wagon now. We can switch it out for our Claymore and throw a Claymore back into the wagon. Okay, so I think we will leave things off there. Thank you all so much for watching. It is very nice to be back. I hope you are all still here and around and excited to continue the Let's Play with me. And look out for the projects that I mentioned in the course of the video. Look out for those. Hopefully I will have time to work on them soon. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the near future for the next episode.